let's play Thrice. It's a trivia game. We're going to get 5 questions, 3 clues each. Get points depending on how many clues we need. Question 1. The long-running Japanese tokusatsu Super Sentai was adapted by Haim Saban into what media franchise? I do know this. I know Super Sentai. I wouldn't be able to say that off the top of my head, but I recognize that as what Power Rangers was based on. It was originally just like a dub, I think. Or I think what they did is they took the fighting scenes where everybody's in costume and just dubbed over that, and then cast American actors to do the, plain clothes scenes. And I think they wrote new stuff for that. Maybe not at the very beginning, but anyways, clue 2. So I got 3 points for that. Clue 2, I would have gotten 2 points if I needed this one. Bryan Cranston played Zordon opposite Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa in the most recent movie adaptation One Age show. I did not watch that one. I still kind of want to. But, man, I loved Power Rangers as a kid. Clue 3, Go Go, a team of teenagers with attitude is assembled to fight evil in what martial arts show that also gave us the term Megazord? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was the original, and that's the only one that I watched. I never watched beyond Mighty Morphin. I know there were quite a few that some people still really like, but that was just where the age I was by the time I stopped watching it was still Mighty Morphin. It's Morphin time. Anyways, question 2. Science and Nature. Named for a company that makes them, not the burrowing animal. In the UK, vice grips are often called what wrenches? I think Wolverine is a tool company, right? They're a burrowing animal. No. Equal to exactly 6.02214076 times 10 to the 23rd. The Avogadro number is the number of elementary entities in one what? Maybe I should have seen this category, Science and Nature, and picked something different than Wolverine. But, this is still Nature, Wolverine. But now I'm thinking more science. This is a mole. I did not know they were called mole wrenches. I did not know there was a tool company called Mole. Possibly the origin... Oh, and I didn't look at the third clue, whatever. Possibly the origin of the Griffin myth. Fossils of Protoceratops and the first ever dinosaur eggs were found in what desert? Okay, I think of the Griffin as like a Greek mythology thing. And the closest desert to them would have been the Sahara, I guess. I don't know. No. Along with Taklamakan, the rain shadow of the Tibetan plateau created what ever-expanding cold desert north of there? That would be Gobi Desert. Clue 3 would have been the largest desert in Asia. What 4-letter region spans northern China and southern Mongolia? Okay, so I don't really know much about mythology and history around the Griffin myth. I can't take that back to a specific culture in my head, but consumer stuff. Question 4. Peaking in popularity in 2022, what French app publicly shames users for lateness and since 2023 awards being on time with bonuses? I didn't know. I don't know that the app I'm thinking of is a French app, but Duolingo famously shames users for lateness. Let's go with that. No? Okay. Based on a notification sent randomly each day, what social media app has the unique gimmick of taking a front and rear camera photo once a day? What is that called? I never used it. But yeah, peaking in 22 sounds about right. Oh. I don't remember what it's called. Life something? Life 360? No, that's the like. That's like a security thing, isn't it? Be live. I knew it was something like that. Be real. Fuck. Okay, be real. I never used it. With users only allowed 2 minutes to prepare, the app Be What stresses authenticity, or at least the ability to confirm existence quickly. Be real. Okay. Sometimes you just can't remember. That was not a part of my life. Paleontologist Kirill Yeskov wrote an unauthorized Russian sort of sequel to The Lord of the Rings entitled The What Ring Bearer? The Last Ring Bearer. Oh, never heard of it. Just a guess. Clue 2 would have been the whole world of Narnia ended with a big old apocalypse. In its 7th book, the aptly titled The Last Battle. And clue 3, Daniel Day-Lewis played Hawkeye Poe in the 1992 film version of James Fenimore Cooper's The Last of the Mohicans. And what was the clue 2? I think it was, mole. What was the last one for that? Kind of like with ants, there's a queen, sometimes breeding males, or some breeding males, and a bunch of basically sterile workers in colonies of the hideous but fascinating naked what rat? I had no idea that they had a queen and sterile workers. So 10 points with a 10 points with a 0 is not bad. Usually if I get a 0, then I'm ending up at like 7 or 8, but we'll take it. Let me know how you did if you played today or if you played along, and have a great day.